to get this, ready to get this stage. 그 누구든 test me, 얼마든 chase me, 두려울 건 없지. Got this perfected, so high I won't forget this. I'm ready to get this, ready to get this, ready to get.
Hi everybody, my name is Jessica Holyfield and I'm a professional dance choreographer and dance educator based out of the southeast of the United States, and we're going to be taking a look at CHUNG's I'm Ready extended performance video. I have not heard the song, but I have seen her Eeny Meeny, I've also seen Play, and I've seen Stay Tonight when it comes to her movement quality and her range, so I'm pretty pumped about this because it is one of her newer tracks. I believe this came out before Eeny Meeny did, so I can't wait to take a look. Let's go ahead and get started. Ooh.
I'm ready to get this, ready to get this, ready to get this stage. 그 누구든 test me, 얼마든 chase me, 두려울 건 없지. Got this perfected, so high I won't forget this. I'm ready to get this, ready to get
Okay, okay, Mr. King Ken. Come on.
I'm ready to get this, ready to get this, ready to get this stage. 그 누구든 test me, 얼마든 chase me, 두려울 건 없지. Got this perfected, so high I won't forget this. I'm ready to get this, ready to get this, ready to get this stage. I'm ready to get this, ready to get this, ready to get this stage. Go to my body, see me another dance. Got this perfected, so high I won't forget this. I'm ready to get this, ready to get this, ready to get this stage.
Yeah. Oh, the nails.
아직은 그건 속은 babe, my new playground. 얼마든지 내지 밟아봐, never burning out. Never gonna be hidden no more. Watch me be loud, 'cause I'm ready to get this, ready to get this, ready to get this now. 거부할 수 없는 위치는 홀려 들어봐. 나는 정신 꽉 붙잡아, 난 멈추지 않아. Never stop, I love this feeling, that's what I'm living for.
Whoa.
Lights all around, feels like I'm dreaming. Stay right by my side. 어두웠던 시간만큼 let's divine our light.
Yes. Nice. So good. Such a vibe. It really is. It feels like a mix of the fierceness and intensity that can come with Stay Tonight, but it's in its own little lane too, you know? I think part of it is some of the overlap in dancers, but also it's in vibe or in actual techniques used. So let's go ahead and just go from the top. Love the setup here. It's so freaking dope. This is freaking sick. Yeah, well actually, you know what? Before we even get into this, I feel like we need to watch the music video, right? So let's go ahead and watch that.
I'm ready to get this, ready to get this, ready to get this stage. 그 누구든 test me, 얼마든 chase me, 두려울 건 없지. Got this perfected, so high I won't forget this. I'm ready to get this, ready to get this, ready to get this stage. Any, mini.
That was so like so short-lived. Oh my god. I was so expecting more. and I did it and I didn't get it, and that's okay cuz like I've already seen Any Mini, and so I kind of have all that vibe already taken care of. But like all this right here, ready. I mean, we were ready for this. So we're going to go ahead. Now we're going to go back and actually take a look at the dancing. From the top here, the melts, incredible. You have some overlap. We have some of our guys that we've seen in her stay tonight. And then you also have Ken. If you don't know Ken, I've seen him on Street Dance China season 4 and season 6, so I'm very familiar with him, and I know he was a part of a skeleton crew for Koharu for when she did the draft choreo for Criminal. So like I'm very familiar with Ken. So glad he's here. Nice seeing him here, and this is why I love the piece broken off. The eye contact is incredible. I love the lighting and how they made the lighting to create that visual in her eyes. Super dope. This right here, so you have all of your ladies over here and all of your guys over here. The meld back, the drop right here. They all drop back. And just the drips of the black on her eyes are super sick. So they all drop back. Now this can come across like super sexual, but it does have a sensual, like heavy sensual tease to it, but it's more like intensity, not out of like, what's the word? Just full on. Do you know what I mean? Which I'm always appreciative of. I have nothing to fear. And I love how they assisted her in the back to get her up nice and tall. Really great showcase of her hair extension. Super dope. And I love how that masked over into they took it, or match cut over, and she grabs her hair and brings it up. Gosh, the visual is insane on this. They're ready to get this, ready to get this. I love that little head ISO. I would honestly be a little annoyed at this draped chain between my nails. I would want to like pull it. So I'm impressed at her ability to just keep it there for all of this. The melts through look really cool. And then the melt right there through with the arch that's been created for her looks really dope. Little spider webs. I spread my wings and fly. And the poses are great. Great stability on those. Gosh, that lighting, that visual is incredible. The leg extension is so nice. I do remember seeing her do an extension, well, maybe mostly like a kick. I think it was in play. Very impressive by that. And so it's nice seeing that here. I love everything about this. The framing looks great. Everything is like puzzle pieced, and you remove somebody and it just feels like there's a gap, but it's still very, individualized, which I love. And what's also interesting too is, I don't know what it is, but normally whenever you have your like main artist also match everybody else, and she does, her fit is very similar to everybody else's, they can get lost sometimes. It could just be because I'm very familiar with Chung now or what, but that cut right there, dropping it back down, sick. Love this. So we're here. I love that D. Really nice. The commitment on that. D. It is it's strange. It's a strange sequence of choreo, but it works, and I feel that a couple of times in this choreo. I like the speed change over is really nice. The stoicness of it. They take it through, bring it through, boom, boom. I believe they isolate it over. Love that. Anyone test me? And then she brings it over. That was a keyframe. Notice the camera followed the head to make it look more exaggerated than it was. I love it. I'm a fan. They bring it over to the other side. So it goes click, click, click. Love that choice. I'm a sucker for a good head ISO. Then they swim it through. So it's the connection of the head for me, of where they're looking, how they're snapping it, how they're isolating it, really helps further the story. Yes, you have some cinematic things happening that are elevating certain parts of it, but it's not doing so much that it's actually taking away from the technique. It's enhancing it. So it doesn't really bother me as much because I love it and they're all doing it pretty well so far. I like the switching on that, which is nice. And then they take one of their arms, then they bleed it over and it causes it to move to a different side. Really cool. Yeah, that right there, that move right there, it is giving a little Thriller influence slightly, or something along those lines. That was another interesting move, number 2 choice. But I like it. It's a vibe. Bringing it through, boom, like the suaveness with the shoulder roll. Very fun. Ready to get this, stay. Yes. Now, I know with my ladies, they're all wearing more like the long sleeve, but it's more opaque. Like the opacity is very like full, and then you have full on mesh going on with Chung Ha, and then with the guys, they have cut off sleeves. So I'm trying to think that could be a reason as to why Chung Ha does stick out naturally, is because when she's framed by the guys, she's the outlier, and then when she's with the ladies, she's also an outlier because she's in all mesh. So it's cool. Right there into the whacking overheads. Do. Really nice on the overhead. The strike in the back looks great. Then they go bring it over, and I love how they bring up that foot. Super fun. And then right here, they wave it through, and then it goes 1 and a 2. I can't swing into my chair. I'll hit the chair, but it's a polyrhythm where you go and you do it overhead, but at the same time you use the back to propel that arm around. Looks great. And I love that they take it and they make it I love that they finish it with a nice little upper back arch. Part of me, you know, because I see Ken here, part of me is like, if we saw AC here, it would be incredible. If you don't know AC, season 4 and season 6, Street in China, baby. So fun watching him. And he would decimate this. But anyway, I love the shimmies with a little switching of the feet. Really nice. Everybody else takes it. Whoom, whoom. Really nice head rotation over. She brings it over. She goes in opposition. Well, she actually matches one of the sides, which is fine. But I love the hit, and then they melt it through. Goodness, the intensity here. Love it. That whole look is so cool. This right here just kind of feels like it's just a melt of let's get it. You know what I mean? Now this part right here is a syncopated hip ISO right here. Ding, ding. Notice she goes click, 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 click. Right there, I do appreciate the conservativeness of it for me, because she could have very easily turned it the other way. So it's like, those are the examples of like big teases, but not enough to be like, whoa, Chung Ha, what happened? You know, because if you think about it, she's allowed to do what she wants. Don't get me wrong. I'm saying that whenever you have an ongoing trend of who your fan base is, a lot of things that they enjoy about an artist a lot of times is how they carry themselves as an artist, and how they present their music and how they present their movement quality. So for me, you see that she is still Chung Ha. She is more of like it feels like she's more free. And I do know that it's because she had a huge legal battle over the years. And this is like her first, I'm a free artist, you know? So she's able to go for it in really fun ways, but she's still able to be considerate of her fan base that really enjoys her movement quality. But a lot of them may not be super big fans of like the over westernized, like going for it kind of concepts that you see like in my neck of the woods in America. So you do see a lot of that, and you still got your whacking, got your Vogue influences and fingerprints in this, and it feels like she's ready, like she's showcasing, hey, I'm still here, hey, I'm kicking, I'm living in this, and I ain't going anywhere. Like, I really love this. It feels very declarative, right? It's fun, it's enjoyable, but it's like, I'm not, like I said, Chung Ha can do what she wants, but also, you know, you could see the consideration she has for her fans on just placements like that, you know, because some fans may not be fans of like going for it in that way, and that's okay. They have a right to feel that way. You know, for me, I'm more of a conservative type in my personal perspective for me. But I'm not going to project that on others should also do that. Unless you're underage, then I'm like, well, maybe we need to be mindful of your age. And it's not even their fault. It's the who's in charge of them's fault, more so. But Chang's a grown adult, you know, she can do what she wants. Hitting it through, boom, whipping it through. I love the accent out. She brings back in, ding, 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 ding. I love that choice. slowly coming up. Do, nice little bleed up. We'll trace that, click, click, boom. This does have some weird poses in it, but I'm living for it. It's abstract, it's fun, boom. And a little wave through looks really good. Love the little spider web effect. Now there is something in this that I wish was in this, like that was in the little teaser, right? And it was the, you know, it was all those mirrors and he had people like dance throughout it. That was freaking dope, and I wish that we saw that here. I was really excited, though, thinking that was a music video, and it was just a teaser. So cool. But anyway, say this da-da-da-da-da, then you have your frame on the outside, and you have everybody towards the inside. I love that. That was super dope, super cool. Oh, like the silhouette on this is divine. Super dope on this. You come in enchanted. Boom, pose, pose, pose. But notice it's bleeding more towards the inside and influencing what's going on in the melt through. I love this little moment, this pose in the back from one of our ladies in the front. Looks super cool. Just the tension and how they pull and add a nice little legato to the end of it to maintain that tension. And there's right here, just this little speed change. Super cool. It's like they're on, you know, like a rotating pedestal, but they're mannequins. Super dope how they would do that. Some of them are using their heel and their toe to rotate because you want to maintain the shape, not just in your upper body, but in your lower body as well, in order to keep it that mannequin lifelike, oh, we're moving on a pedestal, not, oh, I'm just slowly rotating. So that's what's really cool. Yeah, you see that where they have to keep the same weight placement there and rotate it and try to compromise or make it work with their lower body. I love that visual. Ready to get this stage. And notice when she bleeds over first, and then you have an add-on, and then a little add-on. Love that. Right there, right back to the walking overheads. Notice she holds more like a candlestick style. Everybody else has more of a stylized hand style. I like it all. Looks great. Yeah, that just, ooh, the fierceness of that. It's so hard to like not watch the dancers when Chung Ha's like in the front. Chung Ha's awesome, but like some of these dancers are eating. It is amazing. Of course, you have just some subtlety, you know, little angle thing where you have one of them not quite in line with everybody else. You know, that's just my little general note. Save this dance. Got this perfect. Little shimmy once again. Bring it to the back. I love the little switch at the feet. Like I said the first time. Melt through. I love how she has a little, like, you know, a little moment with her dancers. It's super great. It feels communal. You know what I mean? They go, they cover it up. I love the framing. Super cool. That was cool where everyone's there and it slowly comes up and she emerges from this pile. Incredible. Ding and ding. And now this feels like, you know, here's her ball gown from Stay Tonight, but we are elevating it. You know, she hits. I've used this move before. I love it. It's just fun. It frames. It's gorgeous. It exudes a really nice level above you in a stylized way. And then you have your lower tier, and then you have your mid tier, and then you have Chung Ha at top. So that's really dope seeing that. I'm going to have to take the closed captions out just so we can see this. They go, and then they take it, boom, they intertwine it. Looks great. She melts it down to the side. Switches it up once again. They go, I love the walks. The walks are really, really nice. We're starting to dive more into a little bit of the Vogue fingerprints near the tail end here. Just a slow rotation here. I wonder if they're gonna do a music video for this because apparently I just haven't found it. But anyway, I love the walking forward. Super cool. And then that switch, boom, boom, nice little walk. Like we're down a runway. Love it. As we should. Come on. Her fit is amazing too. Hitting it through, boom. And notice with her nails really help create a really nice line as well. And a lot of her choices, super dope. Hitting it through, nice little dance break action. Hitting it through, Now notice a lot of the female dancers, they've now changed where everybody's in kind of their own little fits that are a little different, and she's in a completely different outfit. Hence why if they were wearing these mesh outfits when she was wearing her mesh outfit, it'd be harder to find her. But because she's in a completely different outfit, it's like an emerald disco ball fit, which is super cool. They have a different fit and it works just as well and effective. Bringing it through, boom, boom, and then she does a nice little wave on both sides. That was actually a pretty good job. As she did her wave from the shoulders, melts it out, boom, goodness. Just some sexy fits. I mean, look at this, goodness, work it. There you go. No, she has her moment. And then she has it nice with the mirrors. I still wish we had the mirrors involved in this, but it is what it is. Perfect it, boom. Love that choice. Swinging it up, doom, doom, da-da-da. Nice little shimmy action, looks great. Get this, yep. Get the stage. Yep, look, pop, pop, and pulse, pulse. Super fun. And they take it, na, 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 na. I love the full rotation of the head to syncopate. Ah, na, 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 na. Ooh, boy. She keeps going. And of course you have these little cinematic slow-mo actions, but if this would be fine, just normal as well. So they do it twice. This right here with the walks, that's where you get a little, I see that more in Vogue than I do in whacking. Doesn't mean that they don't share it, but just this whole little transition just reminds me more so of that. So that's like your big fingerprint. Then you have your posing. So posing is more so in Vogue, but that's whacking shares that as well. But you have your poses. Notice the beauty of how this formation is. You have your back groups toward the inside, your front groups towards the outside, and then you have Chung Ha in center, and it's all symmetrical. You even have it like, ooh, this is so fun. The stage, and notice that we have it as in every other format too, so it's balanced. And then we finish right there in center. Goodness, girl, I'm ready. Yeah, I wasn't ready, and then I had to be ready to talk about it. That was incredible. I really enjoyed that a lot. Well, there you have it, everybody. If you want to see more Chung Ha, I mean, all of my reactions I've done to her have been Patreon requests, so they are all on YouTube right now. But there is a chance in the future she will be marathoned in one of my K-pop marathons I do every month. So hopefully that will be a thing in the future to where I can see more of her work and see that posted and projected just out of celebration for her, you know, just her movement quality and her freedom of exploration, which I'm really excited for, and I always hope for artists, always. So yeah, if that's something that interests you in the sense of wanting to see more Chung Ha or wanting to see more K-pop in general, or just artists that explore various styles of street styles, I have a lot of that on YouTube, but I always have more on Patreon. So that's there for you if you want to hang out there. But if you just want to dive into the YouTube side of things, I'm always good and down for that as well. And these are always so fun for me to watch, is because it's just being able to see somebody's movement quality and artistry be at the forefront really makes me encouraged as a fellow artist, being able to celebrate whatever they do, which is super cool. Once again, my name is Jess. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I will catch you on the flip side. Bye.